Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Fun, see?
Tgan. I do this shit for the love of the game.
insane.
Already having technical difficulties. Is this the right one? That looks right. Now I gotta make sure everything sounds good. Turn it up. See, sometimes I just get it. Cool. It's gonna be one of those shows, I guess, hey? Already having technical difficulties. Is this the right one? Don't know why the music's echoing. That's right. Now I gotta make sure everything sounds good. Don't know what's going on right now. Video stopped to work. Why is my video frozen? I don't know. Technical difficulties. Is this the right one? Don't know why the music's echoing. That's right. Now I gotta make sure everything sounds good. Don't know why I'm frozen in the corner. What's going on right now? Video stopped to work. Why is my video frozen? I don't know. Seriously, my video's frozen right now in the corner. No idea why. Like, fuck me in my ass. Why is my video frozen? I don't know why it's frozen, but I guess if people can still hear me, it's okay. Seriously, my video's frozen right now. Fine, whatever. Don't know why it's doing that, but it can fuck off. Anyways, welcome to Tgan Live, episode 15. Starting off with a beautiful bang, where things just decide not to work when they worked last week, but I guess they're like, hey, we gave him a free day. Things were good. Let's fuck up his next show. Because why not? Let's just fuck up his next show. Even though I'm going to pretend it doesn't bother me, I'm going to be here wondering why the hell my video is frozen. But as long as you can hear me, don't know why anything's echoing. Webcam capture might be capturing myself. I don't think. The webcam is turned off. Why is it turned off? Motherfucking cocksuckers. I didn't touch it. Deactivate. Activate, maybe. I guess. Yeah, it just decided to not work because, hey, you know. Hopefully the technical difficulties are done. So aggravating. Like, you don't touch anything, leave it the exact same way it was last week. But it's like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to work today. Fuck that shit. Today's topics. Mortal Kombat 2 reviews are in and they're looking pretty good. Overall, positive, so I wanted to take a look at some of the reviews, see how it's looking on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. I haven't seen it yet. I'm actually going to go see it tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. And so, yeah, like and subscribe for the review, because it's going to be the best review of the movie you've ever seen. It's going to be the best review of any movie you've ever seen. So if you miss it, you were a sucker. Just kidding. I'm not going to make fun of you, even though no one's watching anyways, but whatever. So, once again, overall positive. Once again, gotta make sure I'm done fucking around. Gonna do my show. Pardon the noise. I'm downtown, and I like keeping my shit open. And for some reason, I like having joints when I'm live. Maybe that's unprofessional. Let me know in the chat if you think it's unprofessional for me to have a jizzy. I mean a cigarette. This isn't weed, this is a cigarette. Because, you know. Alright, so I'm going to do things a little differently. I usually like do my main topic first, but I'm going to leave the MK2 reviews. That's my main topic for the end of the show. However long the show is, 2 hours, maybe less, maybe more. Other topics I got today, a little update on the live action Zelda movie. A Sekiro anime has been announced, and I haven't watched the trailer for that yet. That's not exactly news. New news, but I've never even played Sekiro, but any adaptation is an adaptation that I'm going to check out, or at least read about. And you can see I have another different camera angle. I'm still testing out different camera angles, trying to figure out which one I like the most. I don't know. I liked it from the side a little, but now from the front, you can still see things decently. Also in the news, update on the Elden Ring movie. Also in the news, what else is there? Yeah, so some updates on Zelda. More than one update on Zelda. I keep like watching my live in the corner just to make sure that it's updating when I change things. But I'm over here on GameSpot. This article's 2 days ago. Okay, just making sure. We're 1 year away from the Legend of Zelda movie. Here's what we know so far. So this is one of those, yeah, this may not be anything interesting because this is almost looks like something I read last week, but it's not because it's from 2 days ago. But we don't really know a whole lot. Man, every time I read these articles and I see like a spelling mistake, I'm like, come on, guys. Like the first thing I saw, Zelda heads to the big screen. Following the massive success of Nintendo's Super Mario Super Galaxy movie, Nintendo's returning with a live-action movie, which we already know. He Company. See? He Company. All you have to do is add a little capital T, but you fucked it up. Because this is almost like something I read last week, but it's not because it's from 2 days ago. But we don't really know a whole lot. Fuck. Right, so now
Every
it's...
time I read these articles and I see like a spelling mistake, I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah, on the wrong channel again. Why do I have to switch?
The first thing I saw, it only has a big screen. Following the massive success of Nintendo's Super Mario Super Galaxy movie,
Why do I have to switch it over?
Nintendo's returning with a live-action movie, which we already know. He Company. See? He Company. All you had to do is add a little capital T, but you fucked it up. Because this is almost like something I read last week, but it's not because it's from 2 days ago. But we don't really know a whole lot. Fuck.
Right, so now
Every
it's...
time I read these articles and I see like a spelling mistake, I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah, on the wrong channel again. I wish I had the patience to like be able to figure this out without wanting to rage. Don't know why the fuck it's echoing. Like, do my speakers have to be turned off or something? If I turn them off, can I not hear it? Ugh. If anyone's in the chat, let me know what's going on, how it is on your end. I see four people, and I know that 3 of them aren't me. So. See, on my end now it's black.
Why do I have to?
Yeah, see, everybody left because my show was garbage, and I don't blame them.
See, on my end now it's black. Why do I have to? Yeah, see, everybody left because my show was garbage, and I don't blame them. See, on my end now it's black. Yeah, see, everybody left because my show was garbage, and I don't blame them. See, on my end now it's black. Yeah, see, everybody left because my show was garbage, and I don't blame them. See, on my end now it's black.
Is there a way to pause my stream to figure this out? I'm not fucking turning it off. I don't give a shit. If anyone who actually is watching, apologies. This is fucking driving me out the fucking wall right now. I muted everything but my own mic. That's it.
I'm not fucking turning it off. I don't give a shit. If anyone who actually is watching, apologies. This is fucking driving me out the fucking wall right now.
Can't even pick the browser.
Everything but my own mic.
Can't pick the browser to like pick whatever I was looking at.
I'm fucking turning it off. I don't give a shit. If anyone actually is watching, apologies. This is fucking driving out the fucking wall right now.
Can't even pick the browser.
Everything but my own mic.
Can't pick the browser to like watch. Is anyone watching? Help me out here if you use Streamlabs. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. See, I don't see what you guys are seeing. Because looking down on my phone, I can see that it's showing you something. So I'm going to stay there. I don't know why, but whatever. As long as you can hear me and see my screen. Almost half an hour in, hasn't accomplished shit. See, I don't see what you guys are seeing. Because looking down on my phone, I can see that it's showing you something. So I'm going to stay there. No. I don't know why, but whatever. As long as you can hear me and see my screen. Almost half an hour in, hasn't accomplished shit. See, I don't see what you guys are seeing. Because looking down on my phone, I can see that it's showing you something. So I'm going to stay there. No. I don't know why, but whatever. As long as you can hear me and see my screen. Almost half an hour in, hasn't accomplished shit. See, I don't see what you guys are seeing. Because looking down on my phone, I can see that it's showing you something. So I'm going to stay there. No. I don't know why, but whatever. As long as you can hear me and see my screen. Almost half an hour in, hasn't accomplished shit. So I don't see what you guys. Why is there a fucking echo of everything I say? Holy fucking shit. Testing, testing, testing. If you can just see what I see, that's it. I'm good enough with that. Wow. I'm leaving like that. I'm not fucking touching anything else. Fuck, I'm fucking so goddamn annoyed. I wish I had patience. Okay, you pieces of shit. This fucking better work or I'm gonna fucking blow you up. This is old. This is from last week. Fuck off.
This is old.
Deep breath. Here's what we know so far about the Legend of Zelda movie. This is from GameSpot 2 days ago. Following the massive success of Super Mario Bros. And the boring as balls, not so boring, just way too much going on, Galaxy movie. Nintendo is returning with a live-action Zelda movie. He Company is leaning into non-gaming projects as part of the planned effort to reach people in new ways. Zelda movie crossed a major development milestone recently when it finished filming in New Zealand. Whatever. Skip to the part where we know anything? No, we don't know anything. Basically, the rest of the article, if you don't know anything yet. What is the Zelda movie about? Neither Nintendo nor production Sony has released the official plot synopsis for the Zelda movie. God, I'm afraid to even turn up my background music. I don't know if you can even hear it. Neither Nintendo nor production partner Sony has released the official plot synopsis for the movie. It's a safe bet to guess that the movie will feature popular characters from the renowned RPG series, including Zelda and Link, as well as Ganondorf. The Zelda series is full of fantastical characters and environments, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of story Nintendo decides to tell, or if the film could be an adaptation of a specific game. I don't know, I'm actually getting Breath of the Wild style vibes so far. Only based on what they're wearing, it looks more like Breath of the Wild than anything else. The hat still looks goofy though. The hat on the main guy, just looks kind of goofy. It's just not working. The key difference between the Zelda movie and the Super Mario is that it's live action production as opposed to an animated feature film. I still think they could do a feature animated in the future. If they're going to do a Smash Bros. Movie, how are they going to do it without Zelda and Link? When is it coming out? Originally set for a premiere of March 2027, but Nintendo later delayed it to May 2027. It will be the third Nintendo movie in 4 years. Following Super Mario and Super Mario Galaxy, Nintendo has said it wants to ramp up its movie-making efforts. So it already has a steady cadence of releases going forward. Now, what is that? I saw something else I could read. Oh, this is old, though. This is from November 5th. Yeah, it doesn't have anything new than beyond what I already have looked at, to be honest. Who's going to be in it? They already confirmed in July the main actors. Zelda is played by Bo Bragason. Link portrayed by Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. Too many B's. Bragason's first major role was in the 2017 television series Three Girls. Also appeared in the 2021 horror film Censor. Since then, she has several more roles in TV and film. Interesting, she has voiced a young version of character Lunar Luna in Kingsglaive, Final Fantasy, a 2021 CG animated film tied to Final Fantasy 15, which was dreadfully boring. Like, I don't play Final Fantasy games at all, but I did play the 7 remake, which I liked, and I have Final Fantasy 15 on my Series X, but man, is it ever. It's just so bland to me. Like, and I gave it like hours too. Like, I didn't just play for a little bit. I gave it, like, I actually had it on my PS4 Pro. I played it on there first, and then for some reason I was compelled to buy it again on Series X because maybe I thought it was good. But then I started playing it, I was like, oh my god, this is boring. Ainsworth is also an English actor. And previous credits include The Haunting of Bly Manor, Flora, Ulysses, and Pinocchio, but not mentioning the fact that it is in Son of a Critch, which is annoying because that's one of his first roles. It's a show that's shot back in my hometown of St. John's, Newfoundland. So it's cool that they got an English actor, and they also have Malcolm McDowell in it, which I think is impressive as hell because he was a huge star for a long time. But why did they not mention that he was in that show? Wonder if I can even comment on that. You forgot to mention he's in Blah Blah Blue. I'm already signed in. Oh, I gotta log in to post. I don't even care if anyone's watching. The show's already off the rails, so whatever happens, happens. Ooh, you just saw my real name, but I actually don't care. I'm not that, like, secretive about myself. I'm gonna type it. Oh god, don't tell me I'm gonna... Please log in again. Now I'm getting distracted. I mean, I don't know. I was gonna talk about Project Helix, but we'll see how much time is left when I look at my main articles. I'm gonna focus like solid what time on the MK2 reviews though, because I want to look at the good and the bad. And I saw IGN score for it, and I'm surprised to see the number, but I won't reveal it until I get there. You'll have to stay tuned. Be glued to your seat to find out what score did IGN give it. I'll give you a hint. It's not a 7 for once. That's amazing. Well, not confirmed. It's rumored because we clearly saw her in that leaked footage. It was her as Impa, and that, if you've ever seen that lady's face, she looks like an elf. Like, she has the most elfish style face I've ever seen. So all they had to do was give her pointy ears, and she looks just like Impa. Is there a trailer? No trailer yet. There likely won't be one soon. But I actually was looking at, there's some pretty even, whether you, regardless of how you feel about AI, people are still doing cool stuff with it, and there's a pretty cool trailer, some trailers out with AI using like these images. Who's directing? Live action Zelda, directed by Wes Ball, who's known for the Maze Runner movies and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The filmmaker wants to swing a live action Hayao Miyazaki aesthetics with the Legend of Zelda movie. How does that even work? I know what Miyazaki style he means, but how would that translate into live action? Has anyone adapted the animated stuff into live action? I don't think they have. I can't picture what that would look like. I just hope they don't overly CGI. I mean, they shot in New Zealand, so that makes me think that they didn't over CGI it in green screen because they intentionally wanted it to, you know, like be very Lord of the Rings. You can't talk about people filming anything in New Zealand now without anyone saying, well, it's because they want it to look like Lord of the Rings. It's become like, that's where you need to go to shoot a fantasy movie. But where I'm actually from, Newfoundland, the farthest eastern province in all of Canada, it does look, parts of it look a lot like New Zealand actually. Why am I fucking, oh god, this show is so off the rails already. I'm trying not to let it annoy the fuck out of me. But As long as you can hear me and see my screen of what I'm looking at, that's okay. That's all I need to know. Ball, the director, previously teased his vision for the movie. I have this awesome idea. I've been thinking about it for a long freaking time of how cool a Zelda movie will be. I want to fulfill people's greatest desires. I know it's important. This Zelda franchise to people, and I want to be a serious movie. I don't know. Don't over promise there, bud. That's an awesome idea. Okay, even the echoing is gone. That's good. Okay. Try to relax now. Just forget it. The stream's on. They can hear you and they can see your screen. What about the Zelda TV show? Years ago, it was reported that Netflix were in discussions for a live-action series. It was reported that the TV show was aiming to be Game of Thrones. Nintendo responded to the report but never flat out denied it in any event, even though the live action. Yeah, I thought it was leaked. Jesus, this is from 2015. Holy shit. That's a 10-year-old article, but now I want to read it just to see what it was, because I totally missed that whole they were going to make a Zelda thing, and then they didn't. Leaks from the set. Filming the Zelda movie in November 2025. We haven't seen anything new since, though. Oh, right, and he's not wearing the hat in that picture, but I don't know. He looks like he's in a bad mood there. That picture is like, gives me bad vibes that Link's going to be a little whiny bitch, and it's going to be more about Zelda. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just saying, but the anti-woke crowd, yeah. Fooey. It's crazy that you can't see how dumb that is. I keep getting into like people's comments, so like people's comments on things are some of the funniest things on the internet. But it's also just funny to see what. See, now I'm into it. I'm into the drama between What 101 and Fooey 442. And then the names people have for themselves, some of them are so freaking funny. It's crazy you can't see how dumb that is. What the hell are you talking about? I'm not talking about myself. What does that even mean? You've been trained to see anyone who wants to watch something faithful to the source material as anti-woke. How about they look in the mirror and see its lack of talent to be great? That's just like, going too far with it. This will keep those nappers up for nights. Yeah, that's a good response. I like that one. Okay, this Fooey guy is pretty defensive about it. I mean, that just shows how defensive you are about someone saying that you're anti-woke. I mean, I get it. But from the picture, it looks clear that she's almost like ready to go, and Link's like in a bad mood. Like, F you. You didn't want to make out with me, so you're on your own, lady. That's the only thing that would bother me. Like, to me, I expect them now to make the female character stronger. That's just what's happening. Deal with it. But I'm worried they're going to push Link to the background and him be a whiny simp instead of, Link. And, of course, the hugest question of all, is Link going to talk? We have no idea. I'm not sure. I feel like if they decide to let him talk, there's going to be a fucking riot. But I don't even get how they could do a whole movie with him not talking. Like, would they make him mute somehow? Would they make up a reason for why he can't talk? He's never talked his whole life. His parents died. I don't know. Does Link even have parents? But there's literally not an update in that at all. Like, everything that they said, I already knew about. But thanks for reminding me about the show. Now I can read this 10-year-old article about it. Nintendo responds to Zelda Netflix TV show rumors. The article also, one more question. Is it too loud in the background? I got my balcony door open. I want the air to come in. It's May and the weather in fucking Calgary is still trash. Alberta sucks balls. The article in question is not based on correct information, company president. Aradas. R.I.P. Arada. He was still alive back then. He was such a good dude. Nintendo guy or not, you gotta love Iwata, you gotta love Reggie, you gotta love Miyamoto. Earlier this year, the Wall Street Journal citing an anonymous source, reported that Nintendo was working on a live-action Zelda internet TV show. Internet TV show? What do you mean? Is that saying that it was supposed to be like online only or something? I'm not really sure what they mean by that.
Internet.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like constantly checking my phone to make sure it's not screwing up. Nintendo President Satoru Iwata has told Time, "As of now, I have nothing new to share with you in regards to the use of our IPs for any shows or films, but I can at least confirm that the article in question is not based on correct information." You'll notice that Iwata's statement doesn't flat out deny that such a production is in the works. GameSpot will continue to follow stories that unfold. According to the Wall Street Journal's Zelda TV show is aiming to be Game of Thrones for a family audience. I don't know, someone said that I got leaked, and then they just decided not to, like, do it. Or they just decided, yeah, let's not do it, or it just didn't work out. I mean, productions always just not work out, and then that's it. But that's pretty much all there is to talk about with that. That's for later. So yeah, very recently they announced that Secure Anime gets a new look. Although it's not brand new. It's not news that there was a Secure Anime coming out, but I missed that piece of news. I'm not a big, hardcore From Software fan like other people are diehard From fans. Like, I'll only play From Software games, even though they're basically the same game over and over again. Sekiro Anime gets new look artwork and an official theatrical release. And there's a trailer, which I haven't watched yet. I'm almost afraid to see if it will actually play properly when I go to try playing it. Sekiro No Defeat is headed to theaters, but you have to live in Japan to see it early. Sekiro No Defeat, the highly anticipated anime adaptation of From Software's Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, is slicing through theaters exclusively in Japan. The upcoming 3-week theatrical run was announced on X alongside a stunning new key visual of Wolf and Kuro standing in a blood-soaked snow with a tagline reading, "Together to live and to die." It does look really nice. I actually really dig that style. Like, modern anime just looks too pretty, so I like the jagginess of it. I like that, like, hand-drawn, unclean look to it, but it's like probably, I'd say it's all computer with like some, they may even use AI, I don't know. Sekiro No Defeat has swiftly grown into one of the most anticipated anime of the year. While the theatrical rollout is exclusive to Japan, the series is planned to stream on Crunchyroll. Oh wait, it's a series? I don't know, I thought it was a movie. Then they're saying a series, but that could just be another typo because I guess article writers now just don't edit their own video or anime. Jesus. Oh, it's just one of those streams. That's all. I wait all week to do it because I love it, and then shit just doesn't work, and suddenly my mouth decides not to work. The series is planned to stream on Crunchyroll sometime later this year, yet no global streaming premiere has been officially confirmed. Polygon has reached out for clarifications and will update this page when there's new info. This was published yesterday, so this is about as new as we can get. The promotional material reinforces the project's high-profile production pedigree, which includes studios Quizla, Kadakawa, and Arch as main production houses. That's 3 different production houses. Directing Sekiro no Defeat is Kenichi Katsuna, a relative newcomer to the role with years of key animation work under his belt. And penning the script is Takuya Satao. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Character designs credited to Kira Kishido of Hayao fame. Weren't the character designs from the game, so. And the score is being handled by Shota Hasamunananda. From Software is directly involved with the production. Early visuals continue to lean into the show's 2D hand-drawn aesthetic that closely mirrors the game's stark, painterly tone. The story will follow events similar to those in the game, centering on Sengoku-era Japan and the Shinobi Wolf in his quest to restore balance to a nation on the edge. Per Crunchyroll's description, the first 2 trailers and other assorted PVs have already teased major boss encounters, including Geneshiro as... So I haven't seen... There's 2 trailers? I haven't seen any. The latest reveal is the clearest indication that Sekiro no Defeat is moving into its final promotional phase, with the theatrical release now set and promotional assets rolling out. Look at some other articles. All right, from March 16th. There's a little look about the new Sekiro anime show. Okay, here we go. Here's a trailer. Hopefully it works.
腕ある忍びとお見受けした。まだ死ぬ定めではないと見抜く。我、光に付き従う影。この国に明日があるとは限らぬぞ。我らが争わぬ道はないのでしょうか。暗情絶対、領長として守れる。頼んだぞ、狼。ふさわしいやつ、敵は無。
You're probably just hearing the echo through my speaker. I don't know. Do I even want to try to fix it? Screen capture. I don't know, it's not even there. I guess maybe I'll just let it as long as it's playing. Noble Bull, my rock. What is going on? Thanks for being here as always. I'm hoping you missed the part where I almost spent half an hour trying to figure out what's going on with my show. Thanks for being here. My webcam was frozen for some reason, but as long as people can hear me and see what I'm looking at, then I'm okay with that. How are you doing?
その力を与えられた者は死してなお蘇る。さらばだ。この世のすべては死にゆく。さらばだ。じゃが、生きろ。私とそなたはそこにはおらぬ。生きろ。流因の血を。何故死ぬ。我が命まで求めるか。何故生きる。狼よ、我が血と共に生きてくれ。
Oh, you mean Diablo 4? I was just looking at the Sekiro No Defeat trailer for the anime that's coming out in September. Is there other whatever's for it? I don't know. The trailer is like, you know, it was in Japanese. Like, why didn't they automatically translate it. But I really dig the animation style. Like, I like how it looks. Like, it has an old school vibe to it. Like, I much prefer the old school 90s anime style. It kind of looks like it. The colors are way more fresher and vibrant and popping. But yeah, the anime style is really cool. I'd watch it just to see the style. Like, I don't even know the games, but I love how it looks. Is that the trailer I just watched, or is that this is the trailer I just watched? No, this is new. I didn't watch this trailer yet.
誰もいない道、行く先のない。
写真
Like, obsessively making sure that the sound, how's the sound on your end? I was having like so many annoying issues. Ray still alive? Ray Reezy all up in the heezy. So those are the two trailers for the Sekiro No Defeat. Looks super cool. Don't play Sekiro, have no clue about the story, but I really dig this animation style. It also reminds me a little bit of Ninja Scroll, which, if you haven't seen, is an awesome anime. Alright, so I guess that's it for that. Almost an hour in. I'd like to spend at least a solid hour just talking about MK2, but I'm gonna go see MK2 tomorrow, the movie. Have you seen it yet, Mr. or Mrs. Noble Bull? I guess you probably are a guy. You told me that I forgot already. Elden Ring unveils official new release for July 2026. So we have an update on the Elden Ring movie. I think. Wait, is this about the fucking games and I'm not even like paying attention? Maybe it's just about the game. Okay, never mind. It's about the movie. Okay, good. Elden Ring fans are having a great year and they released the DLC. I have Elden Ring, but I have not gone back to play it in a while. With hype around Elden Ring still at peak levels even 4 years after its release, it's clear that the franchise has serious longevity and will remain one of the most beloved replayable open world RPGs. Yeah, I like it. I just haven't played it in a while. While there's still a bit of a wait in store for the Elden Ring movie, which has an official release date of March 3rd, 2028, Bandai Namco and From Software just unveiled a stunning new release for fans to get their hands in coming July. Is that the only thing they're mentioning? Yeah, I guess that's it. The one part of it is about the movie, and the rest is like, well, why you wait for that? You can do over here and yeah, because was it 2 days ago? They unveiled a brand new collectible set of stunning bookends. Bookends? Like, is that literally what they are? Bookends? Wow, that's it? Yeah, no matter how much I'd love a game, I wouldn't buy anything like that, I don't think. First, I gotta have some books. Duh. Now I have some books, but reading is played out. These highly detailed bookends are the perfect addition to any Elden Ring. Oh, who cares? I thought this was about the movie. I don't care about no stankin' bookends. Doesn't have any more to say. This isn't the first appearance Elden Ring's iconic Queen Marika has made this year. As a matter of fact, with behind the scenes images of her leaking online. Oh, I thought they meant there are already these leaks from the movie, but I don't think they haven't even shot it yet. They give us a glimpse of what we can expect when the movie launches. I think the movie is just going to go for a direct visual adaptation of how it looks. Story-wise, who knows? But I feel like it's just going to go with the look it already has, because it's very bleak. Beyond the Alex Garland film, there's plenty to keep Elden Ring fans busy in the months ahead. If you're looking for something to fill the time, between 2028, there are literally hundreds of unique Elden Ring mods out there to mix up the experience in the lands between. Yeah, I don't fuck with mods at all. There's just a whole other time spending effing around with the game when you can just be playing it. As told, there's never been a better time to be an Elden Ring fan. The Tarnished, looking to spruce up their collections, will want to claim their new Maralala and Radagon books. Whatever. Okay, not really a big news about Elden Ring, but oh well, over to the actual main topic of the Mortal Kombat 2 movie, which I am seeing tomorrow in IMAX, and I'm looking forward to that and bringing a review. But yeah, okay. So the tomato meter over here on Rotten Tomatoes has dropped since a few days ago when I first did a video about it. It was 70s, in the 70s, 71, 72, 73. But now it's at a 65. But the tomato, the popcorn meter, aka what the fans think, which I'm actually more interested to hear, because too many of these reviewers are just snobs who probably haven't even played the games. But a 90% popcorn meter is more promising than some 65 from some like whiny reviewers. So if I was to just look at what the Google AI Roundup says about it, Mortal Kombat 2 has received overwhelmingly positive early reviews, with critics declaring it a significant improvement over a 2021 reboot and triumph for the franchise. The film, directed by Simon McCord and starring Carl Urban as Johnny Cage and Adeline Rudolph as Katana, is praised for its faithful adaptation of the game's lore, gore, and action choreography. So here we go. IGN gave it an 8. So IGN, not that I'm saying that like I care what IGN says, but we all know that IGN suck balls. But they gave it an 8 out of 10. So they could have just gave it a 7 or a 6. That's like pretty high, surprisingly. They praised the clearly shot fight scenes and noting that specific special effects enhance rather than overshadow the choreography. Common Sense Media highlighted the crisp, fluid fight scenes and impressive sets, fan service, and tone. Reviewers note the film doubles down on fan service, bringing back fan favorites, characters like Kano, who is widely celebrated for his Deadpool-esque humor and breaking the fourth wall. The return of the tournament format is seen as a major strength that fixes issues from the first film. Critiques Some critics, such as Roger Ebert, but not the actual critic because he's dead, but I guess they mean the website that's literally just hisname.com, pointed out that the plot remains thin and bogged down by cliches. Yeah, you know, not surprising. With character arcs like A Town's Revenge feeling like an afterthought. Yeah, I don't know. I knew that was going to be a thing. Others noted that the film's extreme gore. Oh, really? That's good. I like that. I like to know that there's going to be lots of swearing and lots of gore. It's Mortal Kombat. That's what it should have always been. Overall verdict. The general consensus is that while it may not be Oscar caliber cinema, it's big, loud, gruesome, and fun. Successfully clearing the bar for video game movie sequels. Actually, is there a box office mojo for it yet? Box office mojo MK2. This is like where I go. It's only been out for a couple days, so you're not gonna get. So far, it's already made 25 million. That's a pretty good opening weekend. I don't know. That seems pretty decent to me. Is that a good score? I don't know. I mean, does that count tomorrow and Sunday? Because 25 million already at a Saturday seems pretty good to me. It's almost 26 million. Oh, Max Scoville. He's still doing this stuff?
Something along the lines of never forget who you are. A well-worn cliche that is totally in line with the source material's cool-sounding pseudo-mystic.
Does he just say the exact thing that is in this? So is this just a straight-up transcript?
After all, who could fail to not forget to keep remembering Mortal Kombat 3's introductory adage of there is no knowledge that is not power. A really long-winded way of saying knowledge is power. Well, if there's one piece of knowledge that Mortal Kombat 2 harnessed the power of, it is knowing exactly what it is. A movie called...
Yeah, so this is the exact same what he wrote, but you know, I don't like reading it. I'd rather just watch it. Do I care enough to see what Max Scoville? I don't know. I did like Max Scoville when, like, before he even came to IGN, he was on something else, something robot or something. Then he came to IGN, but I still liked him as a person. But I don't know. Maybe he's a dick now. Maybe he always was a dick, and I never realized. But I always liked Max Scoville. 30, man. Has it been 30 stinking years? IGN's been around? That's crazy. I've been following IGN since like 1998. That's some crazy shit.
Mortal Kombat 2. If you're in the front row sitting bolt upright and paying close attention, that means the direct continuation of Simon McCoy's 2021 adaptation of the beloved long-running fighting game series. If you're sitting a little further back, maybe checking your phone, it's the sequel to Simon McCoy's 2021 reboot of the mostly beloved 1995 Paul W.S. Anderson adaptation of the beloved long-running fighting game series. Wherever you're sitting, it's a movie about a bunch of colorful weirdos beating the shit out of each other, and only half the words in the title are spelled correctly. I'm Max Scoville, and if you can't tell based on how many times I just said Mortal Kombat 2, this is my review of Mortal Kombat 2. The movie. The new one. Whoa!
I really don't feel comfortable hitting a girl.
Don't worry. You won't.
Before we get into it, a little bit of context about my personal relationship with the franchise. I am by no means a hardcore Mortal Kombat fan. I grew up playing the original games enthusiastically, button mashing, and I've seen the original 1995 film more times than I can remember. I've fully accepted the fact that I suck at fighting games, but I've still occasionally dabbled in NetherRealm's recent entries in the series, and I completely, wholeheartedly appreciate how much fun that studio is clearly having, not just killing its darlings, but finding inventive new ways to make them brutally murder each other on screen. The 2021 Mortal Kombat movie was much better than I expected it to be. The worst things about it are readily apparent from the jump. A tedious amount of time is spent delivering exposition to the audience by way of its original protagonist, Louis Tan's Cole Young, who isn't quite as compelling as the established characters from the games. The exposition outlines the rules of this multiverse in which feuding realms forego conventional warfare in favor of regularly scheduled tournaments to establish dominance. Champions are chosen to represent their respective realms, and they duke it out in a series of one-on-one matches. Whereas the 1995 movie actually shows us this tournament taking place, the 2021 version uses it.
Not quite as compelling. try. Not compelling whatsoever. Cole Young was the worst part of the first movie. Like, he was so dreadful, and I wonder how much time he's going to be in this movie. Hopefully not a lot. I think you're only hearing this through my mic, which is the only way I can get that to work right now.
Its runtime to establish its existence and purpose. About halfway through an extended training montage for Earthrealm's champions, it all goes sideways when Outworld's premier evil sorcerer Shang Tsung decides to cheat, sending his goons to preemptively kill off the competition. So that last Mortal Kombat movie showed plenty of Mortal Kombat in the literal sense, but we never actually saw the titular Mortal Kombat tournament. Maybe that was a little disappointing, but I also appreciate the restraint that the first movie showed in saving so much for later. I know restraint is a questionable virtue to highlight in a film where a guy uses a magic hat to cut a Batwing woman in half, but the point is it didn't spread itself thin or overstay its welcome. It killed off a handful of characters in spectacularly gruesome ways, but it also saved some for later, teasing the existence of fan-favorite Johnny Cage and fan-favoring Princess Kitana. If you got bored with that much of a recap, rest assured Mortal Kombat 2 does not waste any time delivering on everything that the first film took the time to set up. It hits the ground running and makes a beeline for the proverbial fireworks factory. If you're foggy on exactly what went down in that last movie, a rewatch or at least a recap can't hurt, but if not, you're probably going to be able to figure out what's going on just fine. Much like the first film started with a flashback establishing the rivalry between Hanzo's Scorpion Hisashi and Bihan, aka Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat 2 opens in the peaceful realm of Edenia, where we're introduced to King Jared, his wife Sindel, and their young daughter Princess Kitana, as well as Shao Kahn, the jerk who lives in the realm next door. A fight scene ensues that is reminiscent of one of Game of Thrones.
Maybe this is too much. Yeah, this is like pretty spoilery. I'm not gonna watch any more of this, even though I pretty much know the story. But he's revealing way too much there, in my opiniones. Well, yeah, but that's almost a 10-point drop. Alright, they're re-releasing Maverick again. I didn't know the first Top Gun got that low of a score. I didn't know that. That's pretty low. People love that movie. Distractions are a thing. See, this guy gives it a 1 out of 5. These like critics are just like expecting too much. Like, what the hell were you expecting? Sequel delivers exactly what it promises. Cool fatalities and almost nothing else. But the audience reviews probably more accurate, because I'd say most of them are going into this knowing what to expect. An improvement from the last film, awesome fighting scenes. It was a big setup for the first movie. I enjoyed this movie a whole lot more than the fight scenes. So yeah, keep hearing how good the fight scenes are and how great Carl Urban is, which isn't surprising. He's always good. I loved it. As good or better than the first. I know it's going to be better than the first. Story changed a bit, but with the timelines, it all makes sense. Good story, good cast. I'll be buying it when it comes out. Good. That's great, Lauren. People should need to keep doing that. Awesome movie. A great way for a couple of hours. Fast and fun. All these like reviews are just so short. Great movie from start to finish. Quick paced. This is exactly what I wanted from a Mortal Kombat movie. Good action, fun storyline, quick paced. Obviously they mean paste. They wrote paste. That's freaking hilarious. Quick paste. Oh my god, we're all just getting stupider as a society. And I include myself in that. I make the ridiculously dumbest spelling mistakes, and it's embarrassing. This is not English, so I don't know what this person's saying. True MK will love this movie. Action-packed and just a good movie. Great movie, great time. I hated the first one. Yeah, my friend hated the first one. It's a 2021 movie, not 2023. Get it right. Get it right, Dejan. You can't even get the years right, then you're automatically stupid. No offense. I don't know you. Whoa. Demented End gave it a half a star. Terrible casting. I don't trust reviews that are that low when everyone else is giving it a 4 and a 5. Everyone gives it a 4 and a 5. This one person gives it half a star. So I call bullshit on that. Yeah, I mean, B movie is a good way to describe it. I mean, it's like a minus movie. It's got the B movie style, which works for Mortal Kombat. All right, over on IMDb, which is score-wise, I seriously just zoned out for a second. Score-wise, I find IMDb usually has a rating that closely to what I feel or even bang on. Mortal Kombat 2 is a 7 out of 10 right now, and a few days ago was a bit higher, but that's still almost as high as it was a few days ago compared to Tomatoes, where it's like almost down by 10. What in the world is that? Jeez. What the hell are these people dressing like? Look at this shit. Like, do you guys have any idea what's actually happening in the world? You're living in a fucking fantasy world. Let's get down to the reviews. Where are they? I mean, even when I can see someone saying this. I mean, I love the first movie, even though it is not the best movie at all. But I'm not even an MK fan. But oh boy, that get blown away. Yeah, that's great. That's what I love to hear. People who don't play the games who still love it. That's what I want to hear the more. People who don't play the games and love it are people who go and start playing the games because of the movie. They're like, whoa, this sounds like a fun game. I want to play it. That's another reason why I love adaptations. It can get people into a game or back into a game that they haven't been playing for years. The game will sell more, just like Fallout. The sales for Fallout got boosted by the show. Finish him. I just came back from watching MK2. Honestly, it's everything I wanted from a Mortal Kombat movie. That's what I know. That's what I feel like I'm going to feel like tomorrow. I was like, this is everything I wanted from a Mortal Kombat movie. I think that's exactly how I'm going to feel. Or pretty close. This person gave it a 10. Slimatel 112. It won't let me look at the entire review page unless I log in, which I am a member, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm a member of IGN or IMDb. What else is going on? Knowable. I don't see you in any other chats recently. I don't know. I was in Ray Ray's chat earlier before I started. Yeah, so I had to sign in to see all the actual reviews. Featured review, exactly what you want. If you're a fan of the game, this is exactly what you want. Don't listen to negative reviews or low Metascore. Obviously, people who can't have fun. It's like, I know this is exactly how I'm going to feel once it's over, once I see it. I see it tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And it's going to be in IMAX. I wonder what that's going to be like. I don't do IMAX as much. And how good is Kyle Urban? I keep hearing great he is, but yeah. Again, not surprised. Lord of the Rings to Dread. Dread's underrated. I think The Boys is his best performance ever. I think Kyle Urban in The Boys that's his best performance in anything, in my opiniones. Yeah, this was a person that gave it 10 out of 10. Whoever this is knows Hiroki Sanada and Max Huang. All right, Hiroki Sanada. Right, that guy is like in the first movie. I kept saying he's like basically above this entire movie, not in a rude way, but I'm like he's a far better actor than everybody else in the entire cast. And he just won an Emmy for Shogun, which is an awesome show. Unashamedly entertaining. I have not seen either the 94 or 2002, but that did stop me from enjoying this one. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna need to see the first 2021 movie at all. Like to see this. Like I've always said, feels to me like a soft reboot. And we'll see where it ends off to see if there'll be a setup for a 3. Embrace the chaos of violence and the fun. Finally understanding what the franchise was meant to be. See, 6 out of 10 feels kind of low for what this person is saying, which is, mostly positive. Johnny Cage steals the show every time he appears. Well, the whole movie is about him, so this one's a spoiler, so I'm not going to read it. Yeah, steals the show. Every time they say Urban, he's like, he steals the show. That was a featured review. I just was at the top. It's the same one. Get over here. Better than the first. I'm not even an MK fan, but oh boy. It's showtime. The 99 version is still superior. I like to hear what they say, considering I love the original 95 movie too. Let me preface this review by saying the first 90s adaptation of Mortal Kombat is still, in my opinion, the supreme version. So how does MK2 in 2025 hold up? It doesn't. It came out in 2026. You buttface. My honest review is that it's got some farts. Wow. I actually just said farts. I was trying to say fun parts, and I said farts. How amazing is that? Full of flaws. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't know. If I go any further, I feel like this could be a little spoilery. Yeah, Mortal Kombat's my favorite fighting franchise, that's for sure. But pretty great year. There's going to be an MK movie and a Street Fighter movie coming out in October. Yeah, I keep hearing it's a lot funnier too. Like some people are saying that it's almost like a comedy that's also brutal and stuff. I don't know. I like that it's going to be brutally violent. Like that's it. It's just how an MK movie should be. The second installment, I can tell you, is mischievously hilarious. That seems like a good way to describe it. Actually, Deadpool version of Mortal Kombat. Definitely a lot more Deadpool-ish style humor in it. From what I can tell. Someone gave it a 5 out of 10. Not bad, but not great either. Just got out of a stoma screening of MK2. Slightly better than 1. This person gave it a 4 out of 10. Okay, not that the new Mortal Kombat film is necessarily bad. The film is quite entertaining in multiple sections. The issue is the amount of cheese and the story jumps that cause the most problems. Yeah, cheesiness also makes sense. Yeah, I think the fight choreography is going to be a lot better, and it's going to be way more mano, like not anyone fighting against a giant CGI Goro. 3 out of 10. Messy story, good fight scenes. Compared to the first film, the fight choreography is better, and some moments the movie is genuinely entertaining as an action piece. However, almost everything outside of the action feels poorly handled. Character motivations are unclear. The main storyline is disorganized, and there's no real sense of who the actual lead character is. The way returning characters switch sides or come back from the first film is not properly explained. I wonder if they're just talking about Kano, because I thought he died in the last movie. I don't know, that's Kung Lao died in the last movie too, but we know he's gonna be alive in this. But it's the bad version of Kung Lao. It's the resurrected zombie version. But I don't know the whole story behind that. Character motivations are unclear. Rules that are introduced are conveniently ignored, especially regarding the tournament logic and the involvement of the gods. Yeah, I mean, I can see that too. I should inadvertently spoiling it for myself, but I wants to read these reviews. The 95 movie has a way lower rating, a 5.9 on IMDb, and I wouldn't give it that. I would give it a higher than that. But the MK2 has a 7, so does that make it the officially highest rated MK movie? Probably. Yeah, the first one got 6.1. So 6.1 for the 2021 movie. So this is the officially the highest rated MK movie ever. So there are some reviews I wanted to see. There's some videos of people giving a good review and a bad review. Jeremy Jans. Angry Joe. This Jeremy Jans guy is higher than... I've heard of him, but I know Angry Joe better. And he's usually pretty funny.
Hey guys, we just got back from a late night show on Thursday night of Mortal Kombat!
Can't do that.
Oh, that's right. I just got copyrighted.
It's also not in the movie. It's also not.
It's in the movie!
No, it's
God
not.
damn it. Just
At the end.
When the movie ends.
Okay, fine. Yes,
In the credits only.
I wish they would play that song during the final fight scene. It gets me hype. I'll
Why
jump out of my
not?
theater chair and I'll start dancing. But no, they refused to play it until the very, very end in the credits. I don't know. They did that in one of the other Mortal Kombat movies. Guys, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, you're probably just hearing this through my mic. Oh well.
2. Go fucking see it. They did it. This is the movie the first one should have fucking been. It's good. I had a lot of fun. It's far superior to the first one. We finally have a good follow-up successor. There is no Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation. Joe, Annihilation does not exist anymore.
Yes,
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
That scene will forever be amazing.
Do it. No, this is it. Finally, directed by Simon McQuaid. And
McQuaid.
produced by Todd Garner.
McQuaid.
Written by Jeremy Slater. And they bring in Carl
Wolf
Urban,
McQuaid.
a much needed shot in the
Good
arm.
choice. It was a good choice.
Good choice. You liked Carl Urban as Johnny Cage?
Yeah, he really helped out the movie, and of course,
Yes.
so did Kano.
Josh Lawson as Kano. Once again, this man carries. He is so funny. He's entertaining. I don't give a fuck why he's back. People are like, how's he back? He died in the first one. No, don't worry about it, okay?
Go watch it.
And go watch it. They explain it. Quan Chi is involved, and boy, Quan Chi is the butt of so many jokes in this. Okay, I love the film. I don't know about the boys.
Maybe too spoilery. Apparently this guy's a big deal. Never heard of
What
him.
is happening there? So, I hear that a producer of Mortal Kombat 2 has an issue with...
Okay, damn. I want to read that. Forget about that. I didn't know this was a thing. Yeah, let's read about this. This is funny. This is just from yesterday. Sweet. Found some new news. Mortal Kombat 2 producer rages at critics following negative reviews. Why would you rage at them? Who gives a shit? Those critics are idiots. Like, why would you even bother? Like, no movie is going to have perfect scores across the board. At least one person involved in the making of Mortal Kombat 2 isn't happy with critics who had a negative take on the sequel. Who dare they? In theaters now, the movie serves as a sequel to 2021's Mortal Kombat, as well as an adaptation of the very popular video game property of the same name. Despite things looking good both critically and commercially, though, producer Tgan still has a bone to pick. What? Garner, who's produced both box office hits such as Kevin James. Garner, who has produced both box office hits such as Kevin James and Paul Bart Mall Cop, and all-time critical misfires like Master of Disguise, took to Twitter to share his misgivings. With some of the reviews of Mortal Kombat 2, Garner sees that some of these critics aren't even qualified to be reviewing the movie. Here's what he has to say. Some of these reviews are cracking me up. It's clear they never played the games and have no idea what the fans want or any of the rules canon of Mortal Kombat. Well, I mean, that's obvious. They don't get some of the story, but it's almost like reviewing is their job. I don't care at all what the critics are saying for this one. Some of these reviews are cracking me up. It's clear they never played the game and have no idea what the fans want or any of the rules of the game and have no idea. One reviewer is mad that a guy had a laser eye. It's Kano. What the fuck do people... Why the fuck do we still allow people that don't have any love for the genre using... Well, the fact that they're reviewing it is like, well, they're movie critics. They just review. Like, I don't know how movie critic things work. Do they choose what they want to review for whoever they work for? Or do they just say, hey, you're reviewing Mortal Kombat 2? There's a lot to be said in light of these comments. For one, the sequel has been largely met with positive responses. It holds a decent 68 critical approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm going to just go check what that is again now. I forgot what the score was. Because right here yesterday it says 68, and now it's 65. So since this article has been written, it's 65 to a damn good 90% rating, which still has for the audience. Writing for film, Bill Bria called Mortal Kombat 2 a mostly flawless victory. It's been reviewed by and large as a big improvement on its predecessor. I'm going until 2:30 no matter what I have to talk about. If the movie were getting dogpiled on by the critics, that would be one thing. In this instance, Garner's very public comments are worth raising an eyebrow. Yeah, a little bit. Like, to get that little whatever over some... There's way more positive than negative, and you're focusing on the negative. Mortal Kombat 2 is our mostly positive reviews, despite Tgan's complaints. Mortal Kombat 2 follows the champions on Earth, now joined by Johnny Cage, as they are pitted against one another in a no-holds-barred, gory battle. As such, they must band together to topple the evil Shao Kahn. At the time, Flash Films' Chris Evangelista labeled 2021's Mortal Kombat as an underwhelming video game adaptation. In an interview, he was far from alone in his opinion, as many fans were frustrated with the lack of actual tournament. Todd Garner, director Samuel Quaid, and all other concerned parties have since righted the ship with the sequel. Yet Garner remains frustrated. Like, why would you care that much? Understandably, filmmakers are sometimes unhappy with certain critics. It's the nature of the beast. Garner has suggested that critics who didn't love Mortal Kombat 2 simply aren't familiar enough with its source material. But many people who've seen movies like this are in the same boat. Similarly, critics should be able to share their view of the film, such as a view of the film as a film. Garner doesn't like to have these reviews, but calling them out on social media, and the overall response to, yeah, and I'm so smart. I'll like say something that they're about to say. Like that's basically what I just said. Like when the overall response is positive, you're choosing to focus on the less crappy reviews. Again, filmmakers taking issue with critics is nothing new. Kevin Smith's clerks famously avoided screening his movies for critics for years and was vocal about his misgivings. Smith eventually made peace with critics, but it took a while. Maybe it's because Smith hasn't made a good movie since like 1997. That's right, I said it. This to say Garner's frustrations are understandable from a certain POV, but when things are not going well, generally speaking, it does feel strange to get stuck in the mud like this. Not that Garner is soliciting advice, but take the win. Yeah, 100%. Take the win, my good man. That's a good way to put it. So what does Bill Bria, who works for Slash Film, I mean, I don't know, how reputable are Slash Film? Do I want to go through an entire... Well, they gave it 8 out of 10. See, that seems like a reasonable review. I'm like already thinking about my review that I'm going to do tomorrow before I haven't even seen the Muay. I'll do like a instant short review as soon as I get out of the theater. Hey guys, it was the best movie I ever saw. Or such. So yeah, Tyrone Magnus, that was not... I wanted to see the review. That was something about that. Where's his actual review? RDJ says this horse dookie. I thought, oh right, he does have a review, but it's members only? Okay, whatever. Who gives a shit? Yeah, I'm running out of stuff to talk about, but I still want to go for another. I want to get to 2 hours. I always want to get to 2 hours, no matter what. Everyone's using the flawless thing, so I guess that I won't use that in my critical drinker. I don't follow.
Of all the video game genres that...
I don't watch all of his stuff, but he does do pretty funny reviews.
Probably have Hollywood screenwriters waking up in a cold sweat late at night. Fighting tournaments have got to be the worst. I mean, think about it. There's no real plot to adapt. Most of the characters have only the most basic backstory and nothing even resembling an arc. And the entire narrative basically consists of a wacky assortment of bodybuilders and Comic-Con rejects beating the crap out of each other to compete for a vaguely defined prize at the ends.
Get it wrong and you'll end up with something like Street Fighter from the 1990s, which for some reason decided to ditch its fighting tournament premise and become an epic war movie instead. I'll always love it for Raul Julia just acting up a storm though. Damn, man.
That was beautiful.
Get it right though, and you'll have yourself a Mortal Kombat, which
funny.
basically
I use
said,
that same
fuck it,
clip.
and fully embrace the tournament style, characters, and wackiest.
I use that same "It's Beautiful" clip in my own video, so that means how good I am at what I'm doing. I'm using clips that the professionals are using.
That was beautiful.
I've used that exact part. There you go, see? That's how I know what I'm doing. Oh, really? He's an anti-woke grifter? Oh, that's too bad. I've only heard some of his stuff, and I don't know. I don't know about him enough to know that, so that's too bad, I guess. So you saying all his reviews are bullshit? I don't know. Using Flawless Victory seems kind of lame.
Fast forward.
Okay, this is tripping me out. This guy is using clips that I swear I've used in my own videos as a joke. Even this freaking clip of Elijah Wood looking retarded.
The new line.
This is like, okay. So I'm as good as Critical Drinker, but I'm not an anti-woke grifter. Do I guess I have to be an anti-woke grifter to like get followers? I kind of wish the camera would work now. I don't know, still don't know why my camera's frozen. But I have my cat in my arms. She wanted to jump up and say hi. Whoop. Sorry. What about this guy? Do you know John Campia? I see him a lot too. He seems to be another one of those huge reviewers. Like, he doesn't have as many reviews, but he seems like he might be alright. You know who he is. I don't watch that much of him, but wait, does he have a big old zit on his face? Is that always there, or is that fucking a giant zit? Fuck, I'm jealous. Everyone has these setups in the background, and I want something good in the background.
It was just not good.
Damn, I don't know if that's this gigantic zit or that's a mole.
Of all the video game genre,
it's a bloody big mole. I want to cut it off your face, chop it up, and make some guacamole. Does that guy have a scar on his face? Are there any reviewers, YouTube movie reviewers that you like? I kind of want to get my own movie review channel. I love movies too, obviously, and I do some writing on some movie reviews on my screenwriting channel, but I'd rather just have a channel that's just for movie reviews. Relax. She's like, cat's like jumping up and shoving her face. Fuck. Jeremy John, so he's good. I think he was there. That's him right there. So he's a good reviewer.
The calendar can sit this one out. Summer movie season's here. The sun's out. Summer is here, friends. Yeah, you know that deadline you gave yourself for your New Year's resolution last January? It's here. And Fabletics coming in with another deal for another month to help, because Fabletics has a number of clothing options from athletic, casual, most anything you need for your day-to-day.
That's pretty funny. That's hilarious. I like that.
Fabletics got you covered. Click the link below, and right now you can get 70 to 80% off site-wide when you sign up.
See, that's already good, right? Yeah, I've seen this guy before, but I like that he's like making his ads funny. Like if I had to make ads, if I was ever gonna make it to the day where I could get sponsors, and I had to make ads for them, I would make funny ads just like that.
To be a VIP member.
See how exactly I'm just like the pro YouTubers. I just haven't got there yet. Sure, this guy practically looks like me with the beard and hair. That's pretty funny though.
As a VIP member, you save up to 50% off the membership to the Flawless Victory. In this new continuity, Cole, you were loved. Mortal Kombat reboot live action film. So Mortal Kombat 11 or 2 is the second Mortal Kombat film.
You're so funny.
Mortal Kombat reboot live action film continuity. This time around, as promised by the end of the previous film, we have Johnny Cage, played by Carl Urban, who gets introduced to the Mortal Kombat tournament. Sorry, Cole, you were loved.
Nope.
He wasn't.
No, you weren't.
Just said no one ever. Anyhow, the tournament is on, and that means that's right. We actually have a Mortal Kombat tournament in this Mortal...
That Cole Young guy was the worst part of the 2021 movie. Absolutely dreadful.
Kombat 2 movie. By and large, it looks like this sequel learned from the previous film, course corrected, leaned into what made the previous film work. His name is Kano, by the way. Hope the previous film had good medical for a chiropractor for him for holding the entire previous film on his shoulders.
Yeah, basically.
As much as he could, anyway. Anyhow, so that's the first thing that this film leans into that worked in the previous films. They quite literally double down in here. The trash talk, my friends, the shit talk in this movie is pretty great. Johnny Cage is talking trash, Kano's talking trash. Anytime you got Johnny Cage being like, "Alright, you big ugly fuck." Kano's a much smaller part in this film, but you do see the contrast there. I love Carl Urban. Love Johnny Cage. Unexpected for Carl Urban to play Johnny Cage, but he plays an aging Johnny Cage. He's pretty much Steven Seagal. Imagine if Raiden put the fate of the Earth in the hands of Steven fucking Seagal. Right? I mean, it's kind of a funny premise. So you got Johnny Cage trash talking and Kano, but Kano is so good at it. I don't know much about the actor Josh Lawson who plays Kano, but is he a comedian? Because he's really quick. It feels like a lot of his one-liners are ad-lib. Still doesn't have his Kano cyber eye though. How are you gonna get to the sequel and not have him have the eye? But yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 does improve on some elements that fell flat or fell short in the...
It's because in the first movie, it was just the power that he could do in his eye. It wasn't a bionic eye. So that's a change they just made to the lore that I thought was dumb.
First film. First of all, the fights. So the first Mortal Kombat movie, the film's book ended with Hiroyuki Sanada. Beginning of the movie, great fight. End of the movie, great fight. In between those two fights, some pretty choppy fighting. Mortal Kombat 2 vastly improved in the fights. Granted, you can tell who is and who's an actor who might have trained to be in a martial arts movie. There's one fight in here, I've heard a lot of people, like there's chatter online and some people walking out of the movie theater, which I saw this movie. They're saying there's a fight in here that's the best on-screen live-action Mortal Kombat fight to date, but it's Liu Kang versus... I don't know if you actually know his opponent, so I'm gonna omit the opponent. But it's a badass fight in this movie.
He means Kung Lao. So they're saying that the fight between Liu Kang and Kung Lao is going to be epic, so that's cool. That scene looks pretty epic that they do that in. They're like fighting in the underworld or something.
I personally do prefer the Liu Kang versus Reptile fight in the 1995 Mortal Kombat film. But it looks like Liu Kang just wins all around when it comes to live-action on-screen Mortal Kombat fights. Though wires and effects were used in the 1995 film, it's more so a couple of guys and their physicality going toe-to-toe. This movie does have martial arts prowess, but a lot more VFX going on. A lot more moves. Like, the moves in this movie are in line with the character moves in the Mortal Kombat game.
As they should be. They weren't like that enough in the first movie at all.
Shocking and surprising degree, actually. I was like, oh, they have their moves set in here. I mean, that was in the previous movie also. But more so here. There's a feeling of having moves for the sake of fan service, and there's a feeling of, oh, that's just what the characters do. They're leaning into the Mortal Kombat mythos to a degree where the moves, mystical and magical as they are, don't even feel out of place. Sindel has her scream that she does. I mean, she did that in Annihilation as well, but she did very little else in this movie. It kind of annoyed me. She just spammed her scream the entire time. which I guess is a pretty accurate representation of fighting Sindel competitively in a Mortal Kombat game. Also, the set level design, well, level designs, sets. Okay, hold on. The level design in Mortal Kombat 2, again, much improved from the first film. Sometimes you're like, that is so green screen, they need to update the meme. 2, I didn't know there was this much green in all of Outworld. Some stages in this movie look exactly like that. Stages. 2D areas ripped from a 2D Mortal Kombat game that live action humans are now gonna fight on. I can already feel some Mortal Kombat fans being like, sounds awesome. I get it. I totally do. At least the palace feels like a palace, though. The buildings feel like buildings. Previous Mortal Kombat movie, I was like, what the hell is that shit? You run out of budget for the walls? Did they charge you by the digital brick? The sets are either big, yet noticeably green screen, or they're actually practical. And they feel like a little corner of a smaller soundstage, possibly someone's bedroom in their house that they filmed a Mortal Kombat sequence in to be in a YouTube video. One in particular, I was like, I mean, well, that's technically the stage, but it's like it's part of the stage. It's 1/10 of the stage. I do like how the characters they selected to be in this movie didn't feel like someone blindly threw darts at the character select screen in Mortal Kombat Armageddon. And wherever the darts landed, well, those were the characters in the previous film, regardless of context. But in this movie, you get the backstory to Katana. She's more or less the main character. I mean, Carl Urban as Johnny Cage was really pumped up here. He's our new eyes looking into this situation, but Katana...
So yeah, so Katana is the main focus, which is kind of a huge out of left field thing to do. Like, she wasn't in the first movie at all, and that's what I figured, but it almost sounds like it's not so much 100% 50-50 dual protagonist. But why did they decide to go the Katana angle other than for, you know, quote unquote woke reasons? I'm here making finger quotes, forgetting that for some reason my webcam is frozen. At least you can still hear me.
Anna feels more like the main character here. But Jade's her bodyguard. Where do her allegiances lie? You know, you do feel that, and that is her story. Too bad Melina, Katana's twin/clone, couldn't be in this movie. She was killed in the last one. Twin/clone. I guess. They look a little different, but sure. Except, and it's really cool that Noob Saibot's in the movie. That said, I always found Bihan Sub-Zero being repurposed into Noob Saibot, which wasn't originally who Noob Saibot was. But it being a story that's a tragedy I can really sink my teeth into plays out because the new Sub-Zero is Bihan's younger brother, Kai Lang. Being like, whoa, Bihan, you've changed. What are you now? You're not the brother I knew. Kai Lang's not in this movie, so it kind of plays out like, oh, he's in it to bring Scorpion in it, and that's why he's in it. And Scorpion's essentially in it for that one fight. It's not quite the blind dart throw I was talking about. It's a calculated one. And the movie slows down somewhere around halfway through, which doesn't make sense that it could at all. The tournament's actually really going. It's like one match is over, next match happens. Next match is over, next match happens. And then someone apparently pressed pause during competitive play, and all the heroes get to go on a side quest to pad the runtime. How? Why? How exactly? You ask to pause and look at your moveset during competitive online play, people just duck a lot, and you're like, I know what that means. Don't be a dick. I did random selection, but I did random select. I don't know this guy. I need to learn him. There's no will they, won't they tension between Johnny Cage and Sonya. I never got the sense that Sonya even looked at Johnny Cage that way, or that Johnny Cage even looked at her that way. Kind of a bummer, to be honest. Anyhow, when people...
Maybe Sonya is a lesb. Or maybe she's binary. Binary? I don't know. Almost at 2 hours. Though that's basically almost the first half hour was me trying to figure out what the balls is wrong with my freaking stuff. So who else is live right now besides, is Ray Ray still on? No. Someone should be on day one. They come on soon. No Gaz. No Gaz again. A lot of interviews. I thought I was gonna watch some of them, but there's like so many. I'm like, which is the best one to watch? I don't. The guy who plays Liu Kang looks totally different or something. Like he got a nose job. So who's live right now? I don't need to get into that right now. I'm just like, there's this Project Helix thing I wanted to look at. Fuck, does that work?
Delivering step change function.
Yeah, this is like, they were talking about this Project Helix thing for so long. All the shows I follow. So I thought it was going to be a huger showcase. It was just kind of like this tiny little thing on the Xbox game dev update.
It's really about celebrating Xbox experience.
I just want to see if he talks about the actual new console, but this was a thing that I already watched. I didn't realize I saw this already on other channels. This is just the cleaner version.
There's nothing more frustrating than when I
of those same slides.
Go and launch a game on my PC. I'm super excited. I downloaded it. I'm ready to go.
These laptops in hand. The Xbox app in under an hour.
To some of the most innovative, creative ideas from the able to be played in entirely new ways. And this shows our commitment to game preservation and enabling these games to be played by the next generation of players in ways that are very familiar for them. So when we think about the future of Xbox and the next generation of Xbox, we really think about it in a couple of categories. First, the console. The console is absolutely core to Xbox. It is the heart of who we are. It will always be around, and it is critically important to our future. So we're investing very heavily in Project Helix to really usher in the next generation of console gaming. We continue to be really excited by the handheld, and we're seeing just tremendous growth in the handheld market. And I will say for me personally as a player, it has fundamentally transformed how and when I play games. It just gives me that many more opportunities to engage with the art form that I know and love, and it's my preferred form of entertainment. And then also we have a lot of innovation coming in the accessories space. In a world where players play across multiple different devices, you have to be able to have your controller move across screens with you. The controller is also the physical connection between a player and the games that you create. So how can we drive deeper immersion and higher fidelity into that experience while players choose to play across any screen that they choose to? But ultimately, it's all founded in incredible games. Everything that we do at the platform layer is in service to you as developers and in service to the games that you create. We have an incredible lineup of games coming out later this year. Some of our most iconic first-party franchises are returning this year, but we also have incredible games coming from the biggest publishers in the world to some of the most innovative, creative ideas from the independent development community. So everything that we do at Xbox is in service of the games that you build, and ultimately we want to design and build this platform together with you. And with that, I just really want to say from my heart, thank you to developers all around the world. Thank you to all the developers here in San Francisco for GDC. We couldn't do this without you. We are only successful if you are successful on our platform. And we need your feedback to make sure that we're designing and building the platform for the next generation of players and developers.
Wow, that was a fantastic session. It is always cool to see just the moment these announcements come into the world. And thanks to everybody for watching this important update from Jason at GDC. We're super excited to hear more from you about what...
That was old though. That's like... That vid is like a month or more old. I've seen it already. So... I don't get how that's an update when it was news a month or two ago. I remember seeing the exact presentation on day one. And then seeing Money from On Point for Gamer, I could see his head in it. It was pretty funny. He was talking about it earlier. But yeah. I wasn't looking for anything new beyond what Jason Ronald just said.
Unlocks capabilities for the developer independently, so you can start building before the full approval lands. Agreements.
So this is some kind of like game
are now thing. Automated open between devices. GDC did
it leaves one piece on the table, which is either doing what was happening in the video memory management kernel. We're going to put ray tracing fidelity in ray tracing. And the folk who are really pushing the limits of what's possible with ray tracing have ship a game that is going to run that.
Sorry, I forgot it was live all of a sudden. I'm trying to figure out where to start with.
Studio 2026 support, so you can build on the latest tooling. Third, we've made several quality of life improvements to the sandbox experience to take some of the confusion out of managing packages across sandboxes, and there will be more to come there. And fourth, MSI XVC2, the next generation of PC game package format.
Yeah, this is like strictly for devs. That's why it's called Game Dev Update. So yeah, if you're not a big tech guy, like I'm not the biggest, I know some things, but this is way more if you're an actual dev. I just wanted to see if anything new about Project Helix at all, because everyone was talking about this thing like there was going to be some huge Project Helix part to it, and there's nothing about it at all. So I'm a little confused as to why people were saying that. But I think it's time for me to wrap this show up. So yeah, I'm excited to go see Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, tomorrow. Gonna see it in IMAX. I'm immediately gonna do a review as soon as I get home. I'm gonna do a mini immediately out of the theater review. Then I'm gonna do a full review when I get home. So like and subscribe for that if you're not already. I'll have that review online as soon as possible. I might not be able to get the entire review done tomorrow because it takes a while to edit and stuff, but anywho, thanks a lot for watching, whoever is and was and still watching. Tgan Live episode 15 is done. Peace, love, chicken grease.